Hey friends, welcome back to another hair tutorial on this gorgeous protective style that I just got done doing. So if you are new to our channel, hey sis, how you doing? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button located right down at the bottom of this video, and don't forget to hit the like button and comment any other styles or questions that you may have about this style. So jumping straight into it, my hair is freshly washed. I'm going in with two hair products. I went in with the Pretty Strands leave-in conditioner. It's a very lightweight conditioner. And then I go in with the Blue Magic conditioning oil. I really love using this product. It is a very heavy cream and slash oil, so it feels very creamy, but once you work it into your hair, it turns into that oil and it adds a lot of shine to your hair. So with this protective style, I wanted to use a heavy oil because I'm not usually too good on remembering to re-oil my scalp, or to make sure that I apply moisturizers throughout my protective style. Prepping my hair, I went ahead and made a ear-to-ear part going across the crown of my hair, and of course we are going to do individuals in the front, and everything in the back is going to be crocheted. So for my back part, since my hair is color treated, it's kind of difficult to cover up that color treated hair. I'm debating whether or not I should cut it or not, but I think I'm gonna just keep it until it's long enough to where I can finally get rid of it. In order to cover up my color treated hair, I knew I was gonna have to put like a black stocking cap on my hair in order to cover it up. So I make sure that I brush all of my natural hair down and make it as smooth as possible, because we don't want to put this on our TWA and our afro. It's just kind of like out there big and frizzy, because that's just going to look very bulky and bubbly in the back of your hair, and you don't want that look. Once we do that, it's now time to style the top half of our hair, the front half of our hair. So going in, I was debating whether I wanted to do rubber bands or not, and I decided not to because my hair is still very short, and rubber bands can be very detrimental to my edges. I have very thin and fine edges, as you can see. I don't have a lot of hair here. I try to operate around my edges where I'm not going to be putting a whole lot of stress on them and causing even more thinning. So I decided to just go in with some plain braids. So I just braided my hair. My hair is long enough for me at least to single braid the front. And then we're going to go in and start crocheting our locks. So luckily the package comes with a crochet needle, so you don't have to go out and purchase one, although I have plenty of crochet needles. It was perfectly fine. So going in with my crochet needle, we're going to take a lock and pretty much crochet it through our single braid. Now here is my tip for doing this. Once you pull the rest of the lock through the loop, make sure you go back and pull your braid through that loop as well. And this to me just makes it look a little bit more seamless, so it looks like you have the lock attached to your hair. At first when I went in doing it without looping my braid through the crochet loop, the braid kind of just like stuck out, and that just didn't look right. Like I felt like I was gonna have a hard time trying to get it to go through the loop in order for me to conceal the color on my hair. My method on doing this is I kind of just shimmy the braid through the lock. So what I'm doing is I go down a little bit longer than where my hair would stop. So my hair stops about right here. I would insert my needle down here at the bottom of the lock and just work my way through, making sure I stay in between the hair. With these locks being so thick, it wasn't really that difficult for me to kind of shimmy the needle through the lock. And then once I get down to the knot where we looped our hair, I just grab my braid and just pull it through. All right, so real quick, I want to give a tip on what to do as far as making sure you get your locks in. Let me pull y'all up a little bit. There we go. So here I have my hair and the lock is already in. So to make sure you're not like yanking your hair through the lock, you don't want to be feeling like you're like pulling the hell out of it. And you also want to make sure that you have a good grip on the braid, because sometimes it can get lost in the lock if it comes loose from the hook. So don't grip the hair with the hook down here where it's loose. Try to grip it up here with the braid. And I close it and then I start pulling it through. Now, as you can see, it doesn't come straight through because we're pulling a lot of braid through this small hole. So just kind of like wiggle it where the braid meets and just kind of wiggle it through. And if you still feel like you're getting resistance, just push the hair down until you can see the lock in the hair again, and you can just kind of unhook the hair and then just pull the lock down and it'll cover it right up. That's for my TWA ladies. So as you can see, there it is. So if you can't like completely pull the hair through because the braid might be a little thick, just push the hair down towards the scalp until you can see the hook again. Unhook it and then just pull the lock down and it's gonna cover up just like that. And there you have it. Helpful tip. For the top half of my hair, doing the single crochets for all of this, it took me about an hour and a half to do all of it. Now, of course, this is going to differ on your, depending on your skill level. So I wanted to do individuals with this crochet hair, but y'all know I am lazy. I'm not about to sit here for 8 hours trying to do that, even with my hair being short. So I was trying to find a way where I could do it in like a half wig kind of style, where I crochet the back and just, do individuals in the front. That sounds really good, but I still have a hard time catching the very back of my hair. Before I was wearing, my fade and wave, so my hair is really, really short in the back versus the rest of my hair that has grown out so much. So I still have a difficult time, catching it as far as braids. Give it another month, I think I'll be all right. So I was trying to figure out a way how I was going to do individuals and kind of crochet the back if I can't even catch the back in order to braid it up. And then I also wanted to make it kind of beginner friendly where you don't have to know how to cornrow in order to do this style. So I'm currently going through my big chop journey and it's going pretty good. This has been 6 months since my last haircut, and I think my hair has been growing pretty amazing. I've been doing a lot of wig wearing. This is probably my most extensive protective style that I've done so far because my hair is a little bit longer. I can actually do a little bit more with it. So I can't wait to start doing even more styles on here other than the wigs. So hopefully you'll see those coming soon as well. all of the hair has been crocheted to the single braids in the top half, it is now time to work on the back half, which is just a crochet cap, and we're pretty much doing the same thing that we did in the front. This time we just don't have to worry about a braid. So putting it on was a little challenging because the cap, of course, is fitted for a full-size head. So what I did was I just kind of like pinched the center of the cap and I just rubber banded together so that it is a little bit smaller and it could fit the small part in the back of my head, and that worked great. It looks seamless, you can't see anything, and once you install all the locks on there, you don't even see it. So that's exactly what I did in order to make this more of a half wig style versus a full cap style. And make sure the crochet cap that you get has combs on it, because those are going to be your lifesaver to make sure that this half wig stays on your head as you're wearing it. I do have plenty of gaps because I didn't want the hair to be like bulky, and I kind of made sure I kind of concentrated from like bottom of my ear and up. So all back here, down here, there are no crochet locks whatsoever. It's just from the bottom of my ear and up, everything is there's crochet locks on there. Now I still have a pack and a half of hair. The package came with 6, so so there's plenty of hair. I didn't feel like I had to stretch with the hair, and I feel like this gives me the thickness that I want, where it's not too much, it's not too heavy at all, and it fills in all of the gaps as needed. Now, of course, since we are doing this in a half wig style, I made sure that when I did do the crochet cap that I was very heavy and filling in all the gaps right here. So I was heavy packing them in at the top so that everything would fall down and cover up all the loops in the back, and it worked perfectly. All right, friends, so now it's time to talk about it. My final review on everything, hair and the installation. It was sent to me from Braid Queens. They sent me a pack of 6. It was 6 bundles in the bag, and each pack comes with 2 additional little bundles, and each of these little bundles hold 10 locks. So you're looking at 20 locks in every pack. So 6 times 20, that is 120 locks. These give me that natural texture, that natural look. It's not super shiny, it's not silky hair. It gives you that textured look. So they look like locks. They look like I could grow these out. I also want to talk about the structure of the hair. Now, the hair, of course, is pre-looped. I love that the loops weren't super small. A lot of locks that I have done previous styles on, the loop can be so tiny, and it is extremely difficult to work with when you're trying to crochet it in. These had nice size loops, like very decent size loops, where I wasn't fighting to get the lock through the loop in order to lock it into my hair. So I did like that. I love the thickness of it because it was an easy installation to shimmy my hair through. And if you don't like, you know, trying to crochet it, weave it through with a crochet needle, I'm pretty sure wrapping this, using this hair in a wrapping method would be super easy. Now, my overall honest opinion about this entire style, I really do like it. It's definitely a style I can see myself doing again, hopefully in a different color. I'm probably going to try to keep this look in for at least 2 weeks. That's usually my average time of keeping a protective style, but we'll see how long it goes. Now, if you want to continue following on my growth and following on my updates for this look, please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram page is linked down below in the description box. Simply click on it and follow. Of course, if you have further questions about this look, you can always DM me on Instagram, or you can leave a comment down below. I answer all comments that I receive on all of my videos, and I would love to see your opinion and your ideas on this look. And if you do decide to create this look, don't forget to tag me on Instagram. We will see y'all on another video. Be blessed and be safe.